Hi guys, this is Akhlaq Ahmed. Welcome back to my channel once again. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. So basically in this video, I'm just gonna show you how to do a bit of speed ramping in Davinci Resolve. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty on how to do this, I just want you to observe this clip first, just so you can see what we're working on. So in this clip, what actually happens is I'll just explain as we go along. So I walk into the scene. It goes really fast, it goes slow, you see a flash. I put my hand in front of the screen, it speeds up again. You see a little flash, and then it cuts, and then it goes fast. That's the speed ramping. I'll just go through that again once more. So I walk into the scene very fast, slows down, flash, put my hand in front of the screen. I adjust the grid box, and then you see a flash, and then I walk away and it goes at fast motion. Now that's what I'm going to show you. That's the clip we're going to work on. So what I've done here, I've dragged the same clip in here just so we can start from fresh, so I don't confuse anyone here. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to work on the same scene. So, I mean, there are different ways of speed ramping in Davinci Resolve depending on the kind of effect that you want to achieve. But there are different ways of doing it. But I'm showing you in this video how I would normally do it. So there is no wrong or right answer. Everyone will have their own wrong or right way of doing it. So what I'll do is, if I forward this video now, you can see the bit where I walk in. Bearing in mind everything is slow. This whole clip is in slow motion. It was shot at 120 frames per second. So if you want to create a special effect, what I've shown you before with the speed ramping, I suggest that you do shoot in 100 frames per second. Reason being is because look how smooth the footage is. 120 frames per second is very smooth. You get that nice buttery movement in the footage. So always shoot at 120 frames per second if you are going to create some speed ramping. So, and there's a reason why. Maybe I'll explain that in a different video, but there is a reason now. So let's just observe this clip. So I walk into the scene, and then what I'll do is I'll adjust the grid box, and I'll put my hand in front of the camera. So let's just say, for example, I want to speed this bit up. So I walk into the scene right from there. So as I walk into the scene, I'm just gonna, from there. So let's say I want to speed that bit up. So the way to do this, guys, you'll just click on the image. Well, what I'll do is I'll create a little cut over here, razor blade cut. Then what I'll do is I'll right click, and with the right click I'll click real time curve. Now once you've got real time frame open, what you do is see this drop down menu, you just press that. Then you get rid of, untick the real time frame and tick the real time speed. That's what you should be doing. So just make sure that one's ticked and that one's off. And once we've got that, guys, I'm just going to go back. So let's just say from this point, I want to speed that bit up. So the next step, what to do is I'm just going to stretch this out so you guys can see. So that bit, what I'll do here is then I'm just going to go down. If you scroll down this bit here, you'll see a red line. Now with this red line, what I'll do is I'll press Alt, keep Alt press, and put a mouse click here. And you can see it represents a little dot. And then we'll go forward. So let's just say I want to stop there. I'll create another Alt, keep the mouse click pressed. And there, now you see we've got two dots that we can play around with now. So this is the bit where, so this bit is slow at 120 frames per second. From this dot to that dot, we're going to speed it up to as fast as we can. So what I'll do is with the mouse, I'll keep the mouse button pressed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this all the way up as much as we can. Now notice when I drag this up, if I go all the way up, notice how the top bit disappears. Now it is the way, it is how it is, the way the Davinci Resolve is designed, unfortunately, but there is a way around this. So you see this, click that and then drag it with your mouse, so drag it upwards. Now we can see the top bit, so I'll drag it up again. Again, it's gone, the top bit's missing, so we want to scroll with our mouse. Again, drag it up as much as we can until we get that desired effect. Then what we want to do is, oops, sorry, that just went missing there. So yeah, so we've got the, drag it as much as you can. Now, let me just play this back and let's see how that plays out. So I'm going to walk into the scene. There, can you see how it speeded up a bit? Let's show that again. Can you see that? I'll do that again. There. Now, if you feel like that still is too slow, again, as I mentioned, just scroll that to the right with your mouse and get that up again. Now, let's play that back again. So I'm walking into the scene, speeds up there. You see how that happened. Again, I'll just do that again. There. Can you also, not only has it speeded, notice how smooth the footage is because it's shot at 120 frames per second. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Now, I did put a cut over here with the razor blade. So what we want to do with this clip, we want to join this back up just so it goes in a sequence. So if I play that now, it speeds up and I adjust the grid box there. Now, if you remember the clip that I showed you at the start, I'll just show you the original version, what I created earlier. So if I show you this bit, notice the flashes as well. So I walk into the scene, there, notice the flash there. I put my hand in the air, now watch, you'll see the flash. There, and it gives it that kind of like another flash. The reason why I've done that, it gives it that kind of like a dramatic feel to the video clip. So I've added that myself. I will show you how to do that just shortly. But I just want to go back to this clip we were working on. So again, just to recap, I walk into the scene here. So once I walk into the scene, you'll see the footage speed up again. So remember where I put the cut there, you can see how that speeded up. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to do the same process again. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, let's see where I want the next speed to go. Now you see where I put my hand up, that's the bit what I want to speed up. So let's just do that again. So I want to put my hand there. So let's just say I want to speed it from there. So what I'll do is, again guys, I am going to have to create that same process again. So right click, then what we want to do is real time curve. Again, drop down menu, whoops. I drop down, take the real time frame up, real time speed, make sure that's checked. Again, it's the same process, so as you've done before. So let's just say I want to put the cut here, and then I want to keep the Alt pressed. Let's put a dot there, and then let's put a dot here. There, so again, now we've got two dots to play around with. That's where the speed ramp's gonna happen. So keep the mouse mouse pressed. Then I want to go all the way up. It can be a bit annoying when the top line goes missing, because it means you have to drag this again. It is the way Davinci Resolve has been designed, but I'm sure we'll see some improvements over the updates in the months to come. So let me just check that. There, it goes up again. Now just gonna just go up again with that. Just keep doing it until you feel you're happy with the desired effect. So let me just start that again. So I walk into the scene, speeds up, and then it's going to go to the next speed ramp there. So I mean, the reason why, I mean, what I should have done is maybe put a dot there so we've got enough room to play around with. But the reason why I didn't, I just wanted to show you guys the effect, how it goes up. So where I put my hand up, so that should give you a good idea. Remember guys, just play around with your footage and always leave some space. So you could put a dot here and dot there. Now you can see that's a small gap between the speed ramp. Let me just go a bit wider. So let's just say I want to put a dot here. So dot there, whoops. So keep the Alt press, put a dot there, and this time I'm going to go wider. So let me just put I'll put a dot there this time. So you can see now we've got enough space, enough gap from that dot to that. Now when I drag it up, see, automatically comes close together. So you don't need to worry about that. Again, I'm just going to drag this higher, then go more up, drag it higher, more up. Now the closer these two come together, that means the faster the speed. So just keep that in mind. So they're coming close together. Now let's check that speed. So I adjust the grid box now. Can you see that? I mean that doesn't really work very well, but I've done that deliberately just to show you guys what it would look like when you have a big gap between. Technically speaking, this is the right speed because it's only a little gap here. So I'll show that again. So it goes from there to there, little gap there, and then a little gap here. There, can you see that? Whereas this one here, it will take a bit time to go up because of the gap. Can you see that it hasn't worked well? So I'm just showing you the difference, what can actually happen when you play around with the gaps. That was just to give you guys an idea. So yeah, that's how it would normally play. Yeah. Now going back to what I was saying, so if you remember, I just spoke about the flash that we were talking about. So let me just go back to this again. Now, you see that flash there? And that's quite simple to do. I'm going to show you that next. So again, we have the little flash there, another flash there. So there we go. I'm going to show you how I actually did that flash, and you guys will be surprised how easy that was. All you do is basically, I do recommend putting that flash because it gives that dramatic effect. So I feel it's worked better for me. So again, as I was saying, it's very simple to do. So what you do is now, see where the speed ramp starts. Hang on, I'm just going to stretch this out. See where the speed ramp starts. All you basically do is just just bring it to that mark there. What you do then is you'd get the razor blade tool and put a mark where the speed ramp starts. Now this is where it gets interesting. So what you do here is, if you go on the effects library and then go on to the effects here, and then if you just click on, sorry about that guys, just click on that, and then what you do is you just click on, press Actually, I just go in toolbar there. That's the one I'm looking for. So just ignore it when I said click on the effects. Ignore that. Just click on toolbox and type in flash. Then you should get this. Now you can demonstrate it beforehand. You see there. Just scroll over it, and then what you do is you just drag that in there. Now with this, if I just play that now, can you see how the flash is very slow? What you can do is you can actually adjust that. So what you do here is you just simply click on that and then drag it, which gives you a shorter flash time. Now let me play that again. There you go. Can you see how it gives that dramatic effect? Again, I can do that with the other clips as well. So like I said before, where the speed starts, the speed ramp starts, you just want to put a cut there and then drag the flash into there. Again, you can cut it down, or if you're happy with that, you can leave it as it is. So I'm just going to demonstrate that. Do you see that? Again, I'll just do that again. There you go, guys. So that's what it would look like. So let me just show you that how it would how the end product would look like. So that's how it looked like in the original version, what I showed you originally. So you can see how it gives that dramatic effect. It's good for when you're doing video footage. This is the one I created now. So I walk in, speed ramp, flash, as you saw the flash earlier. And there you saw the flash. So that's how it works, guys. That's basically all it is. You know, I do suggest if you have any clips, just drag them into Davinci Resolve. Play around with the speed ramping because it is a recommended feature to play around with. It makes your cinematic videos look very fun to play with, and also add that flash the way I've done, and you'll be surprised with the results now. So yeah, guys, and that was basically it for all this video. I hope you did learn something there. If you did, just give me a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. If you do want me to have a look at any of the ones you've created, as always, I'll leave my contact details, social media links at the bottom of the screen. And always hope you can subscribe to this channel, guys, because I will be doing a lot of new stuff. So anyway, guys, it was nice to have your company. Smash the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.